beauty about this quick math is that it's not about how much money you have, it's about percentages. So it works for everybody, whether you got $100, $1,000, $10,000, or a million plus. It doesn't matter. And I firmly believe should be your first priority no matter what. Before you worry about Pulse Chain, Pulse X, get your money printers. The thing that pays you automatic every single day. That is the source of truth that you know is always going to be there. There's no speculation regarding. So what you want to do is you want to take 30% of the stack. Very important. And you want to stake that for 15 years. Yes, I said it. 15 years. 5, 5, 5, 5. Now, why is that? It's very important. Especially now we're in the sacrifice phase because you haven't even got your copy yet. So your staking ladder is super, super important right now because it's going to dictate what it's going to look like on the Pulse chain. So 30% stake for 15 years. It's going to do 3 important things for you. Number 1, it's going to give you daily payout for the next 15 years. There's something almost biblical, spiritual about getting paid every day. It just makes your soul so calm. It's crazy. So you're going to be able to get paid every single day for the next 15 years. And the reason why this is important is because you're going to be able to catch every single emergency and stake penalty. Dips are in the game. Emergency penalties are in the game as well. You cannot guess when they're going to come, but they will come. And you want to make sure you don't miss any of them. This is the power of a 15-year stake. You're going to catch everything no matter what. Number 2, very important. It's going to give you the 3x bonus in terms of you get the 200% bonus. So therefore, it's a 3x multiplier. So it's going to act as if effective HEX is going to act as if you stake 90% of the stack, even though you only did 30% because of the bonus. And the reason why that's important is because average hexicans are about 90 to 95% stake, all the way to 100, obviously. And then they have 2-3% to 5% on the float when I've done the math. So when you have that 30% stake for 15 years, you get those bonuses going to give you as many T-shares as if you stake for 90% of the stack, which is very important. And number 3, my other personal favorite, which I coined, it's going to give you T-share preservation. It's extremely, extremely important. We have already witnessed and started to see the total T-share pool going deflationary because the share rate is going up and up. Therefore, what's happening is a T-share is getting more and more expensive and more scarce. So you want to be able to preserve that T-share for as long as you can, because what's going to happen is you're going to start to be able to eat from the inside of the pool. And this is the key, because as the big pool shrink and you stay in the pool with those T-shares, your portion of the pie automatically naturally becomes bigger over time without you doing anything. So T-share preservation is extremely important. T-share started at 60 cents. It's 4,000 plus right now. And at the peak, it used to be almost 10 grand. So you don't want to miss that. So again, to repeat, very important, you get the daily payout for 15 years so you can get all the penalties. You get the 200% for the 3x multiplier, and you get to preserve that T-share for the next 15 years, which is very, very important as well. And then also when the Pulse chain launch gets that as well, you will get that copy, which is very, very important. And this is something everybody can do. This is, again, Dream account level 1. Everybody can do that. Maddie and I, he has the video. I'm going to ask him later to post it. We did a whole hour interview with a super shark. Just so I went all the levels, so you'll be able to see that. But level 1 is something everybody can do. And then the remaining 70%, I call it freestyle. You can just leave it liquid. If you're that scared, just leave it liquid. That's fine. Play with it when the price goes up or down or whatever it might be. Or then you can start doing, birthday stakes, 5-year stakes, 3-year stakes, whatever it might be on a separate wallet. The Dream account is by himself, because when you get this done, those keys disappear. They're nowhere to be seen. They should not be around you. They should only be seen 15 years from now. That's why it's a separate account on its own. It's the T-share preservation. It's the legacy. I even dare to say, for those of you young, you should even think about restaking that principle when it comes out. And this is what's going to build wealth. Again, I need you to build wealth. I need you to build wealth. It's not about you. It's about the next generations, kids, charity, animals, whatever you're into. This is something that's going to help your soul. This is something that's going to make you feel better about yourself when you did something for somebody else. Somebody else could be a person, an animal, charity, whatever might be, it's for the soul, because your basic needs are going to be met. That's how crazy HEX goes. And this is also a good trick that's going to help you cope with wealth syndrome, because you're going to be able to protect yourself from yourself as you get all this wealth. But when it's locked away, you don't go crazy. It allows you to have 10 to 15 years to become a better person, to be able to handle that kind of wealth. There's a difference between making $1 million and becoming a millionaire. Very important. Some people make $1 million and they know how hard it is to make that $1 million, or the work that they got to do, and they're very disciplined and they've learned all the lessons along the way. That's how they actually, became that millionaire. But those who just kind of inherited or win the lottery, more often than not, they end up losing all the money. And the reason to that is because they didn't became that better person that know how to manage $1 million. It's the same thing for 10 million, 100 million, billions of dollars. It's the same thing. Staking allows you to have the time to become that better person, so you're not going to squander the funds. So it's very, very important that you keep that in mind and that you use that tool.